All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, on a number of occasions last year, Tinubu was asked how he was going to perform in office, and he said he was going to hit the ground running. Then he was sworn in on May 29, meaning he had hit the ground. And at that point, Nigerians began to wait for him to run, but he couldn't move an inch. And after a while, he made a U-turn. Instead of running forward, he began to run ferociously backward. He began to run the country backward. So in other words, he hit the ground running backwards. And it's been from one point of failure to another since then. Inflation is tearing the roof. Insecurity has gone completely out of hand. They said he would turn things around in 3 months. After 3 months, things got worse. And they said it will change in 5 months. After 5 months, we began experiencing the worst period of our lives as Nigerians. 7 months, into 9 months, 11 months, now 1 year plus 27 days. And their excuse is that 1 year is too small for any government in this world to make a change. Bayo Ononuga kept hammering on it. No government in this world can make a change under 12 months. And Nigerians pointed at Alex Oti, governor of Abia State, who has made transformational impact under just 1 year. They said that is at the state level, that at the national level, it is impossible for a government to make impact in 1 year anywhere in the world. And few hours ago, Nigerians began cursing Tinubu and his cabinet members when they read the reports coming out of Argentina. Before I show you that report and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this. Now, the government of President Ruto in Kenya made a finance bill imposing heavy taxes on the people of Kenya. They said, we are suffering and you are still imposing heavy taxes on us. As a result, protests have hit Kenya for a couple of days now, and they have occupied their National Assembly. They went and filled the whole place up and said that bill must be reversed. I will show you the video of their march and how the citizens of Kenya began dropping comments for Nigerians to take a cue from. And the poster wrote, protesters in Kenya are now inside the National Assembly demanding that the finance bill be dropped immediately. Look at the march. You saw that. What a crowd. And as we speak, they are inside the National Assembly in Kenya demanding that the finance bill must be reversed immediately. And it is getting worse because they are now making other demands. Some people are saying they don't even want Ruto and his government again. All his mistakes are now being listed. This is what I keep saying about the power of the people. Because the president and the parliament, the senators, they are powerless now because of the sheer number. There is no place in this world where the people will rise up and the government will be able to defeat them. It is impossible. So if the people are suffering, it is their own making. Because if they want to get out of that suffering, they will just unite and they will get out of it very easily. Now, let us look at the comments. Because this video was actually posted by a Nigerian, but people from Kenya came into the comment section and began to interact with Nigerians. Let's take a look at some of the interactions. Now, J. Caesar, a Nigerian, wrote, in Nigeria, let's keep praying for bad leaders to change and fast for bad policies to be reversed. We are doomed. Then Georgina, a Kenyan, replied him. She wrote, we as Kenyans, we are marching like never before because the church and government are in illegal marriage to plunder our hard-earned money. Hashtag reject finance bill 2024. Then another guy from Kenya came. He said it is no longer about the bill, but the whole government to resign and we start afresh. Can you see what is about to happen? Then this APC guy came into the comment section wanting to cause confusion. He said the video is a lie. He wrote, "No, this is misinformation. Delete." And some people from Kenya came for him. Joseph Motochi wrote, he said, "Which misinformation? Who are you to mislead? Yet tomorrow it is State House." He said, from National Assembly, some other people will go to State House tomorrow, that this is happening live. This is not misinformation. And Alex Haga, another guy from Kenya, attacked him. He said, "You are Otieno and you are refuting this, Kwani. Where are you tweeting from? Let us know where you are tweeting from. Are you in Kenya?" And Madahana said, "Shut up. What do you know about what is happening in Kenya?" They came and attacked the APC guy. And Shori from Kenya also says, "The entire Ruto's regime is going home. We are Kenya Gen Zs. We don't joke with our rights." And they are saying this under a post by a Nigerian interacting with Nigerians so that they can see what is happening in Kenya and use their own tongue to count their teeth. Are you going to die in silence in your own country, or are you going to get up and fight? The choice is yours. Now, let us look at that update coming out of Argentina that proves that Tinubu, Bayo Ononuga, and other members of his cabinet who say it is impossible to make impact in 1 year at the federal level are liars. Look at how the papers reported it. Argentina records first week without inflation in 30 years, 6 months after Javier Milei's inauguration. 6 months after Javier Milei was inaugurated as president, Argentina has recorded an inflation-free week for the first time in 3 decades, Voz reports. As part of his drastic cost-cutting measures to combat the rapidly rising inflation, Mr. Milei sold off 2 national planes, merged 18 government departments into 9, slashed the number of government cars and drivers in half, and devalued the currency by 100%. The president, barely 6 months in office, went as far as flying commercial airplanes to lead by example and demonstrate to the people that he was willing to pay the price necessary to revive the collapsing economy. It appeared the strategies were paying off, as Econometrica, a private consulting firm which monitored the prices of at least 8,000 food prices in local online stores, noted that the price tags on the food items did not change in the previous week, something that had never happened in 30 years. Mr. Milei also confirmed the development in a radio interview on Radio Mitar, describing the outcome as proof that we are on the right path. That means that we are on the right path. There is still a long way to go, but the first signs that things are working are beginning to appear, Mr. Milei said on Ratio Meter on Monday. The Argentine economy is in contrast to Nigerians, whose Bola Tinubu, like Mr. Milei, claim to have inherited a dying economy but has not done much to reduce government expenditure. For instance, Mr. Tinubu traveled alongside 1,411 persons last December to Dubai for the COP28 climate summit, provoking a nationwide furor over perceived squandering of scarce government resources. Inflation has worsened during Mr. Tinubu's first year in office, which he marked last month, despite his promises to tackle the crisis during the campaign. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here says, Javier Milei is a professor of economics. He is an expert in a field and understands success principles and how to implement the right policies with the right people to execute it. Tinubu is an expert at stealing and snatching ballot boxes. He has nothing to offer Nigerians and doesn't represent the best we can get. He is a dullard. One was cutting costs drastically, while the other has been spending irresponsibly on an alarming rate on material and irrelevant things. Oh! And Shina Ayomi says, while someone has already bought 2 private jets to continue his cocaine business, Emilio Con. Chai! And Young Boss here says, governance is not about grabbing, snatching, and running with it. When it is time to do the work, you become a total failure. Dr. Alex Oti is comfortably providing good governance and making the people happy. And Liquid here dropped a drastic one. He said, if a goat leads you, na grass you go chop. Chai! This one enter. And finally, Toby here says, this is what Peter Obi would have done in Nigeria in 1 year. But we, the citizens, failed to defend our vote. That is it. The people were never going to give up power easily like that because they know nothing else. They don't have careers. They don't have expertise in anything else other than looting the treasury. That is what they have lived on for decades. So they are never going to let it go. The people must realize that to take their country back, they must do it at the ballot, also in the streets. But it never spoil finish. Opportunity still there for Nigerians to take their country back. And that is why we keep preaching that we will have to unite. Put aside all these differences, because when those differences still exist, these guys will easily continue to ride Nigerians over, and the poverty will continue to increase. Go into the markets now. You realize how valueless Naira has become. The suffering has increased. People are taking their own lives. It has never been this bad. The time has come, Nigerians from north, south, east, and west, to unite and take their country back. Let us vote in people and defend our votes. People who have the country at heart. We know them. Let us just get behind these guys and get them into power so that we can have our freedom. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.